Good morning and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Julie and this is a weekly vlog including what I'm eating in a day whilst calorie counting to try and lose some weight. If you're not new and you're existing, thanks for coming back, it's much appreciated. So it's the start of a new week, it's Monday and it's currently 10 past 10 and I've come down to get my cup of tea. I've had a coffee this morning to start with and I have a cup of tea and I'm going to have something to eat. I think I might just have a bagel, something straightforward. And then for lunch, I did actually start making leek and potato soup in the Instant Pot last night, but I've still got to blitz it down, add some more stock potentially, and then add a bit of cream or something creamy to it. Sometimes I just add milk, but I have actually got some light cream and I've also got some creme fraiche. So I might add some of that to it. Just fill my kettle up. So yeah, so that'll be for lunch. That should be fairly healthy because it's leeks and potatoes. A tiny bit of oil to cook them in when I saute them off, just a tiny bit. Not enough to make a difference because once you've served it between several portions, that'll be filtered right down to less than a teaspoon. And nothing else much to report on really. It's been a good few weeks, so I'm hoping for another good week this week. I have got to try and work out later on today, either at lunchtime or tonight. I didn't work out yesterday. Hips still a little bit on the dodgy side, but I think I might try and do a yoga workout and perhaps just go on the bike or something. Just do as best as I can. So that's the plan. Tidy up. I'm going to put the washing machine on because the wash basket is full yet again, as always. So yeah, I'll hopefully show you in a moment what I'm going to have to eat. Here's my breakfast. This is a cinnamon and raisin Warburton's bagel with a bit of Dan Pat lighter and some light Philadelphia. And it's 261 calories and a cup of tea. It's 2:20. I look a little bit windswept because I went out for a walk with Luna and Chloe over to the wreck. So I've done probably about 4,200 steps. Crazy hair. I've come back and I've got my homemade soup and I'll quickly show it you. I can't actually remember the calories. I think it's 327, but Chloe thinks it's 330 and I really can't remember. But this is homemade leek and potato soup with some low-fat creme fraiche in it. And then I've got 2 of the slices of the Warburton's wholemeal bread, that's 400 grams. And I've got some of the Morrison's gammon ham and 5 grams of Dan Pat lighter on there. I get confused over which one I bought. It's all tracked in my app and hopefully will warm me up because it's freezing outside. So there is a blue sky and it is nice, but it is perishingly cold, so my ears are freezing now. So I'm going to quickly eat this and then go back to my desk because it's time for me to go back to work, but I shall see you in a bit. Oh, I'm struggling today, not with my diet, just with trying to stay motivated and switched on for work. So yeah, it's one of them days. It's a typical Monday. I decided to have 2 cherry Jaffa cakes. I do think it's probably a waste of my calories because they're like 46 calories each, so it's 92 altogether. But I just fancy a little something, and I've got a biscuit brew. So hopefully between those 2 things, it'll take off my craving for anything else. I mean, I have got like a fibre bar or whatever, but I just thought, you know what, I'm going to have these 2 Jaffa cakes and I'm going to dissect them so that I'll take the chocolate layer off, then have the sponge layer and then have the jelly separately, so they last for as long as possible. But that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, it's been a bit of an odd day today. You know, sometimes you just find it so hard to motivate yourself to do anything. I know I've got to do my workout later, although I have obviously been out for a walk, so I feel better for doing that. I'm not sure what else I'm doing later. I had messaged my friend. God, I've got such crazy hair going on. I had messaged my friend about going over to see her because I was supposed to see her yesterday and then our plans just didn't work out. She was busy, then I was busy, and then it was late, so it just didn't happen. But I've not heard from her, so I'm assuming that's not happening. I did mention to Eddie going to IKEA because I need some plastic Ziploc bags and I really like those. And also I just wanted to see if they had got a utensil holder. But I don't know if that'll happen yet or not. We'll see. What I've just done to my spreadsheet. Anyway, I'm going to get on with my work and stop nattering and I shall catch you in a bit. Here's my evening meal. So I've got 205 grams of mashed potato, a white fish in parsley sauce from Iceland, and 150 grams of the frozen carrots, baby corn and green, and mange too from Iceland as well. It's like 341 calories for my dinner. So workout done, hence the hair turban. I've had a shower and I was going to do another workout, but then my friend rang me. I was on the phone for ages, and by the time I came off, I was just cold and wanted to get showered. Eddie's done dinner, so I just told him to do this today. I've got like 700 and something calories left, loads of calories left, if I want to have anything to snack on later. It's going to be quite a late night because Ewan's doing deep clean at work, so I think we'll be staying up till like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock to pick him up. So it might be that I need to have something else later, but I've got plenty of calories if I do. And if I don't, it just means I've got more for pancake day tomorrow. So I'm going to enjoy this now. I've not had fish and sauce for ages. Quite a 1970s, 80s dish, I know, but I do fancy it. So I'm looking forward to it, and I shall catch you later on if I have anything else. And if I don't, I shall see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Tuesday and it's a wet and dreary day. The house is really quiet today, apart from you might hear Luna snoring in the background. Eddie's in the office today, so he's not at home. Chloe's arrived not long ago. Tom's at uni and Ewan's currently in bed because he didn't get in till really late. So I stayed up until about 1:30 and then said to him, I think you're going to have to get a taxi home because I need to go to bed. I've got to get up in the morning. He was nowhere near finished. He got in at 3:30. So he is up and about. I have seen him, but yeah, he must be tired because I feel tired. So yeah, just a wet and dreary day. I haven't had anything to eat. I've had a cup of coffee and a cup of tea. Waiting on someone ringing me, but they haven't rung me yet, and I'm desperately like wanting something to eat. It's pancake day today, so I am definitely going to have pancakes. I need to work out my recipe to work out how much each pancake is going to be calorie wise, because I'm going to count them. I'm definitely going to have some regardless, so I'm very excited for that. Pancake day is one of my favourite days. I love pancakes, and so yeah, looking forward to that. I think I normally do a mixture of like the normal English sort of crepe style pancakes and American pancakes, but certainly breakfast and I tend to have the American ones, but then later in the day I tend to have the others because I can make them into savoury or sweet. So it's making my mouth water just thinking about it, if I'm honest. So looking forward to that. I need to try and edit a video today at some point, so that I've got that to do, probably at lunchtime. Like I say, I want to go out for a walk, but it's wet and miserable and horrible, but I should try anyway. So yeah, it's very quiet here today, and so I'm speaking quietly, so apologies if you're struggling to hear me, but I shall see you in a bit. I think I might go and make a cup of tea, to be honest, because it's clear this person's not going to ring me. It'll probably ring me as soon as I get downstairs, but I shall hopefully see you when I'm having pancakes. For my pancakes are out of this really old dairy cookbook, which I've had for years and I absolutely love it, and I still refer back to it for certain things. So American pancakes is one of them, and then there is a recipe for pancakes in here. I have also got this one that I got off the back of a flour pack, but because I was testing different recipes, but I've just gone back to these. So I have tracked these. I've created a recipe in my app. I just need to work out how much batter I'm using. So I've worked out that 3 of the small pancakes is about 120 to 130 grams. You know, with orange mouth. And the normal pancakes, it's about 83 grams. So I've worked out that I think for the normal pancakes, it's about 1/10 of the recipe. But with this one, I'm not sure yet. I doubled it up, so I'll have to just work it out later. But this is the first thing that I'm eating today, and yesterday I had loads of calories left. So I'm not concerned about calories. I'm enjoying pancake day and having real pancakes. So I've done this both, the cheese and ham one, and then I've done this a stack of the American ones. So excited. I've got a meeting in about 15 minutes. I've got to get another one. I did go out for a quick walk. Chloe and I walked up to go and get the ham, which is cut really, really thinly. If you look at it, you can almost see through it, just from the local deli. And Luna did not enjoy it. It was horrible and drizzly. So we put her jumper on and she just refused to move. So Chloe came to bring her back and I went up on my own. But then Luna had a bit of a quandary and didn't want to leave me, but equally didn't want to be out. So Chloe had a bit of a battle getting home with her. But she came back, all's well with the world. But it meant it took a bit longer getting up there than we intended. So I've got to get a bit of a wiggle on now to be able to eat. Done, I think, hopefully. Yeah. So what I always do is I cook one side, wait till the bubbles start to pop on the top, and then I flip them over, and then you normally can tell that they're actually cooked both sides and in the middle. I'll wash my frying pan and my hob in a few minutes. We're going to eat, so I shall see you in a bit. Chloe brought that up to the camera, but she brought this on the way over, so we've got some fresh fruit to have with it. I bought this caramel drizzle from, I think it was Lidl, and it never seems to want to focus this camera, but it's 47 calories for 15 grams, which is a tablespoon, and I've got good old golden syrup, just in case we fancy some of that on it, but yeah, this is food for lunch. It isn't focusing, and I shall catch you in a bit. Hi, it is 7:30. Now I finished work at 6 o'clock, which is later than it should be, but my boss rang me, so I had no choice. And I was going to get my kit on a workout, but then Tom came in, he was waiting for the RAC to come to sort his old car out that won't start. And he brought his friend in and they were making pancakes. Then I came downstairs and made some pancakes for them. So my batter's seriously gone down. There is enough left for us to have some for tea for like Ellie and myself. All I've had to eat today is those few pancakes you saw at lunchtime. I have tracked it the best I can in my app, so hopefully it's all right. I've still got calories left, so I'm going to perhaps have some pancakes for tea. I tend to only eat pancakes on pancake day and not have any other food, but it's seriously delayed. So I had Chloe still here in the front room, and obviously she vlogs as well as doing her art, so I couldn't really go in on the bike. I couldn't come in here and exercise because they were in here eating and cooking and everything. So it's delayed me no end. So I need to get my workout done. Honestly, it's so hard when you share a house as a family, isn't it? Rather than just having a house to yourself. But I'm going to get that done and then hopefully have something else to eat. I don't feel like I've fueled my body enough for actually doing a tough workout today. I feel like I've got a washing thing here, drying my washing. This is the heated rail. I need to see if it's nearly dry actually, so I can move it out of the way. But yeah, I'm going to try and get my workout done quickly and then see what I can have to eat. Feeling quite pleased with myself. I've just did obviously my beach body workout, and then I went on the bike and did half an hour, just cycling as if I'm making up for my walking. Crazy hair going on again. And yeah, really pleased with how it's gone. So I've made my dinner. I've just got 3 pancakes and I'll quickly show you. So I've got a pancake that's got a little bit of, it's got a slice of very, very thin ham and a tiny bit of cheese. I'd say probably under 10 grams of cheese because there was none left that was grated and I couldn't be bothered to grate anymore. This one has got 2 chicken nuggets from Costco in, which I've just sliced up and put a bit of salsa on with it. And a tiny bit of Philadelphia like, because I just fancied savoury. And this one has just got a tiny bit of sugar and lemon on. So that is my dinner. 3 of the crepe pancakes. I've still got some of the American pancake batter, but I decided the American pancake batter will keep better, so I've left it in the fridge overnight, and then tomorrow, if nobody wants any, I'll just cook them up and I'll freeze them, so then they're done. So that'll be okay, or I'll keep them in the container in the fridge and then they'll get eaten. But yeah, I'm going to go and eat these because I'm really hungry now, and I'm very excited for them, and I shall try and track my calories to show you later. Hopefully I'll remember everything I've had. I've tracked all my lunchtime ones, it's just these I haven't tracked yet, but I'm just hungry and just need to eat, so I shall see you in a bit. Good morning, it is Wednesday today. Feels like, oh, I've got a state in my hair and he's dying, ignore that. It feels like a real long week this week. It feels like it should be Thursday or Friday. Can't believe it's only Wednesday. I'm just emptying the dishwasher out. It's currently 5 to 11. I got up and had my coffee this morning and obviously been logged on to work. I must admit, I'm not going to lie, I'm finding it really hard to motivate myself to do anything today. Don't know why. I think it's just time of year, the weather being miserable, and I don't know, just I'm really struggling. So I'm going to try and change that by having something nice for breakfast. The lighting in here is not very good, apologies. And just really trying to focus for the rest of my day. So Chloe's not coming over today. She was going to, and then she said to me she's stuck in meetings. Well, she wasn't stuck in meetings. Her partner was in meetings, which meant she couldn't very easily. He works in their bedroom, so she couldn't really get ready to come over. And she was only coming over till lunchtime because I think they're supposed to be going out for Valentine's. So I just said to her she might as well not bother and just save her petrol and come over another day when she's actually able to spend a full day here. Ewan's at work, and what else? Tom's here. Tom's supposed to be at work. Tom's still waiting for the RAC to come out to his car. So they were supposed to come all day yesterday. They kept shifting the appointment, and then it got shifted to today, and he got told he'd be priority for today between 8 and 10, and they still haven't been. And I keep saying to him he needs to ring them because it's really bad. I know he's not a female, I know he's not stranded, but he still pays the same as everybody else. So he really shouldn't be out of pocket. And he's supposed to work today. He's had to tell work he can't go in because he's having to wait for him to come out to his car. Anyway, enough of it. I don't know what to have for breakfast. I've got bagels in the cupboard. I'm actually contemplating whether to make a souffle omelette. I've not had a souffle omelette for a long, long time, but doing the pancakes yesterday made me think about them. I think it's because I saw a few people having the Japanese souffle pancakes, and I said, I used to have souffle omelettes. I used to really enjoy them, so I might make one of those. But they do take longer than making an ordinary omelette. I know I haven't got any ham left because that ham I had yesterday was delicious. I bought it from the deli across the road and she'd cut it really, really thinly that you could see through it. It was beautiful. Leave my cup out because I'm going to have a cup of tea. And so I'm in on that's left. I think Tom finished that off with his scrambled egg this morning. I'm trying to fit all these cupboards in is sometimes these cups into this cupboard is sometimes a challenge. Oh right, I think that's almost done. Oh, didn't sound very good, did it? So yeah, nothing else to catch you up on. I didn't have anything else to eat last night. Just had those pancakes and that was it. So I was really good. I'm sure from a calorie point of view, if I wasn't exact with my tracking yesterday, I had plenty of calories left, and I also had calories left from previous days, so I'm sure it will be fine. This job is one job I don't particularly enjoy doing, but I seem to do most of the time. I've almost finished emptying the dishwasher. I'm going to actually put you in the tripod because the tripod's still here from yesterday. So let me put you in the tripod. I mean, you might not be straight, but you'll do. Right, continue what I'm doing so I don't have to do it one-handed. I don't know if people like watching this content or not, just someone pottering around a house doing their thing, but this is what we're dealing with. I'm still looking for the finishing touches for my kitchen, by the way, so if any of you have any ideas as to where I can get a nice utensil holder and things from, then please let me know, because I haven't managed to find one yet. I've even looked in charity shops and can't find anything. Maybe I'm looking for something that doesn't exist. Perhaps I'm looking for something perfect that doesn't exist, and that's part of the problem. Right, so that's empty. Now I just need to reload. I have got some chicken breasts out of the freezer for dinner, if they defrost in time, which hopefully they will. I can cook them from frozen in my Instant Pot, but I prefer to have them defrosted, then I've got more choice as to what I can cook. I need to work out what I'm going to work out today as well. It doesn't really matter how I stack this dishwasher, because Eddie will come in and change it anyway, because he always does. Incidentally, just so you're aware, let me just dry my hands. Look how baggy these are. They are stretchy trousers, but look how loose and unflattering they are now. So I think I'm on for another loss, which is good. Souffle omelette, you separate your egg whites like you do if you're making meringue. I'm using my little hand beaters rather than getting out my main mixer. Separate my egg whites out from my yolks. Keep my yolks separate for now. Switch my pan on to reheat. I'm not going to put it on quite so hot. So I've got the egg whites and the yolks separated into 2 bowls. I'm going to beat the egg whites first and I'm going to fold the egg yolks in. So that's the plan. So they're quite stiff, but not as stiff as when you're making meringue, because they don't need to be. They just need to be able to hold the shape. And I just fold in the yolks just until they're just mixed. You don't want to beat the air back out of the whites. So you can see that there is just like a pale mixture. So this is what it looks like when it's in the pan, and you just have to leave it to kind of cook underneath enough so that you can turn it over. Now when you turn it over, you will inevitably end up with probably a bit of egg white somewhere because it won't be sat on the top. I think some people will probably put it into the grill, but I just do it this way: flip it over, fill it, fold it, and then it's fine. It's just sometimes not very vloggable because it's not very easy to do. So while that's doing that, I'm just going to quickly tidy up the rest. Yeah. There you go. Managed to flip it without too much mess. Now the one thing I haven't done is I haven't salted it, but I'm not going to because I've got bacon and that's quite salty already. So I'm going to put the bacon out. Normally I would slice this up, but I'm not going to bother. I'll leave it whole. Put my cooked tomatoes in there. Try to escape. Grams of vanilla ice, and then the fun bit is trying to fold it. I'm just going to turn the heat down on that just to carry on and melt the cheese a little bit. So here it is. The light is not very good over here, so you can't see too well. Make it a bit brighter. So my bacon's crispy, but I like it like that. So this is my souffle omelette, and obviously it looks a lot bigger than when you just do a normal 2-egg omelette. So I'm going to go and enjoy this. I've also made myself a cup of, this is white tea with strawberry and vanilla, which is one that Chloe got me from, I think it was from TK Maxx actually. So yeah, I'm going to have this for my breakfast and I shall catch you later. Afternoon, it's 3:45. I've not had anything else to eat because lunchtime I wasn't hungry. My omelette filled me up for ages. and I decided to edit a video. So I sat and did that, and then was exporting, so I couldn't record my food. So I thought, I'm not really hungry anyway. I'm starting to get a little bit peckish now. Not really hungry, but a little bit peckish. So I think I might go and just do myself a bagel or something, because it's too close to like tea time. But equally, if I want to do a workout, I need to make sure I've got enough fuel in me to be able to do it. So I might go and just stick a bagel in. I feel like work today, I've done nothing productive whatsoever. I've just been kind of staring at my screen and not actually doing an awful lot. So, bit of a disappointing day, but it's felt like that from the start to finish. So it's just one of those days, I think. But yeah, let's hope I can turn it round by having a good day on calories and a good day working out. So yeah, I'm going to go and get a cup of tea and perhaps have a bagel. So here's what I've decided to have for lunch. I've cut my tomatoes there, so ignore that mess. I've got 2 halves of bagel, I've got a bit of low fat lighter, some light Philadelphia and some cherry tomatoes. And I can't remember the calories, but I think it's something like 291, it's fairly low. I'll catch you later. Evening, it is 7:45. I've just finished, I've done a half an hour beach body workout, which I did total body cardio today, which was really, really hard, really sweaty. And then I went on the Peloton and just did a 30-minute entertainment ride. So watching The Bear on Disney Plus on Star. So I've just done episode 2 of that. I did episode 1, I think it might have been yesterday. So over an hour's workout, I've closed all my rings on my watch. So I'm really happy with that. I'm going to go and get a shower because I am tired. I'm doing pollo pesto for dinner because, as Tom reminded me, I opened some pesto last week and it doesn't last. I took chicken out, so I haven't got a huge amount of pasta, but there should be enough, hopefully. So I'm going to get that done. I've got some Elmerly, if that's how you pronounce it, double cream, but the light one. So I'm probably going to use that rather than making a bechamel sauce. So I think what I'll do is I'll probably cook the pasta in stock like I did before, save some back for the sauce, and then use the cream in addition to that and see how it looks and whether it's thick enough. So yeah, I'm looking forward to dinner, I think, and I'll catch you later. I think after I've had that, I probably will still have calories left, but I'm going to see how hungry I feel. Ewan's on close tonight, so I don't know what time he'll be finishing, but one of us will be picking him up. I'm hoping it'll be about 11:30, not too late. So anyway, I'm going to go and get my shower and then I can get on with doing dinner. So dinner is ready. It's quite high in calories because obviously it's pasta and it's chicken and pesto and light cream. But I've got enough calories for it, and I've still got like 300 or 400 left once I've had this as well. I'm going to bulk mine out with some roasted broccoli, which is a little bit overdone, but I don't mind it like that. I worked my recipe out on 1/4 of this, so that should be plenty. Here's my evening meal, and this works out to be 811 calories because obviously it's pasta. Eddie's took his, he had a big plate full. Tom's got quite a big plate full, and there's quite a lot left. So I've counted 1/4 to cover myself, but I think I've probably got less than that. I'm going to enjoy this, and I'm looking forward to the broccoli as well. So I love roasted broccoli, and it's got garlic pepper seasoning on from Sainsbury's, and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to make myself a cup of tea before I go upstairs because I've been trying to do it for ages and I keep forgetting what I'm doing. So yeah, I look forward to my dinner, and I shall catch you probably tomorrow. This will probably be done today because it's 10 to 9. I can't see me eating anything after that. If I do, it'll probably just be something like a Tunnocks tea cake, not a tea cake, Tunnocks baby California, which obviously you've seen before. So I'll let you know if I do have anything, but at the moment this will probably be me done. And I shall see you tomorrow. Good morning, it is Thursday. This feels like the longest week in the world. I'm not quite sure why. I've got coffee on the go. Didn't do frothy milk today because we haven't got like a massive load of milk, and I was going to try and get some. I dropped you in at work this morning. I was going to get some on the way back and then just decided I didn't have enough time, so I just come straight back. So hopefully we've got enough to see us through. If not, I'll have to try and get some later. Kath mentioned coming over and doing a walk with me at lunchtime, but depends what the weather's like, because it's looking a bit grey and miserable again. It seems to be the current thing at the moment. Had a visit from RAC this morning. So Tom's had an ongoing debacle with his car. Obviously his car had issues at the weekend, and then he joined the RAC thinking that just in case it carries on, he'll be able to get them to come out. And then he rang them, I think it was Tuesday they were supposed to come out, and he was waiting until 9 or 10 at night, and then it got moved to the following day. And it said they'd come between 8 and 10 as a priority. Well, between 8 and 10, they didn't arrive. Got to 11, didn't arrive. So Tom rang them, and then they promised him they would be there within 40 minutes. Got to 3:30, still hadn't arrived. So he rang up and just said, look, I'm cancelling my policy because what's the point if you're not going to come out? It's a waste of space. They've took an admin fee off, even though he's within the 14-day cooling off period and he hasn't actually used the service because no one's been out. So he rang up and said he was cancelling it all, and that was all going through yesterday. And then this morning, there's a knock on the door. RAC turn up, and I just said, no. I said, he's cancelled it. And I said, you know, they're refunding it back. I explained to him, and I said, it's not your fault. I'm not going to go at you. And he said the amount of times he has this, he said 20 years he's been working there, and there just isn't enough people doing the work. So it's really unfortunate because they used to be quite reliable. But anyway, Tom wasn't in a situation like some people. If they'd have just said to him at the start, we won't be able to come till Thursday, then it wouldn't have been an issue. He ended up taking time off work. He was supposed to work. So you got loss of earnings and stuff. If they'd have just been honest and said, we'll come Thursday morning, then he could have accommodated it. But they didn't. They told him they were coming on Tuesday and just kept changing the time. Then they were coming Wednesday. I mean, how are you supposed to operate like that? Anyway, enough moaning. So we've had that this morning. So Luna went a bit ballistic. So I've been playing with her for a little bit, chucking her. She's got like a burger toy which she loves. Chucking that around. Had a picture come up on my memories of Luna from 7 years ago because we picked her up. She was probably, I don't know if she was 6 weeks old or 7 weeks old when we picked her up and brought her home. So all the little puppy pictures are popping up on my memories, and it's like, you can't believe how much she's changed in that time. So yeah, that's where we are. So I've got my coffee on the go. I'm working at the moment, obviously sitting at my desk. Haven't had anything to eat yet. I'm not hungry actually at the minute. I'm starting to get a little bit peckish, but not starving hungry. So I waited up to pick Ewan up last night till about, I did have a caramel wafer after I finished last night. And I tried my best to wait up for him, but he didn't, it got to like, was it about 12ish? 12:30, and I messaged and said, I can't wait up any longer. Can you try and get a lift? Or if not, you'll have to message Dad. I'd gone really cold. I got a blanket over me. Now, when I used to go running, I used to come back and I used to find it really hard to regulate my temperature. So I don't know if it's because I pushed myself so much when I was exercising yesterday. The same thing happened. But I find it really hard to get warm. I'd got my big blanket over me and sat here shivering. So anyway, I went to bed, and then Eddie ended up going to pick him up not long after. Pretty much straight away. So they came in. Someone very kindly decided to let a load of fireworks off for Valentine's night. Well, I'm assuming it's for Valentine's, but it was like, in fact, it might have been 11:30 I messaged him. Because I'm sure it was about 10 to 12 they started with the fireworks. And I'm fairly sure that it's against the law unless it's like bonfire night or New Year's Eve. I'm sure you're not supposed to let fireworks off at that time. So it upset Luna, so she didn't settle for a bit. And so we literally just got into bed when I think Eddie came back with Ewan and woke her up again and started off again. So it was a bit of a disturbed start to the night, but I did sleep really deeply and slept well. So that's the good thing about exercise. It does make you light sleep. Don't know what we're having to eat today. I've got no chicken or anything in the freezer. I've got a pack of sausages, but they're not particularly like calorie friendly ones. I don't even know how many potatoes I've got, so I need to see what I've got in that I could make, because I don't know if I've got anything really that I can make a meal out of. There are some ready meals, but I'm hoping Ewan will be home for tea tonight because he's worked such long days this week. I mean, yesterday he started at, what time did he start work yesterday? 10 o'clock. 10 or 11, and he didn't finish till like 11:30, 12 o'clock last night. So long days. So yeah, I'm not sure what I'm having for dinner yet tonight. So I need to kind of like think about it before I start eating so that I can kind of plan my day. I always like to have a vague idea, although typically I've been having around 350 calories for my breakfast. 300 to 350 calories for my breakfast, and then I've been having something similar for lunch, and it's left me with more than enough for my evening meal. So yesterday's dinner, although it was really high in calories, really, if you're on a real low calorie diet, it'd be really high in calories, but for my calories it was fine. It was delicious. It was absolutely lovely. And all I did different was I cooked the pasta in a chicken stock cube, and then I kept the water back, and then obviously I cooked the chicken, add the pesto, add the Elmlea light to it, and just simmered it for a little bit, and then I chucked the pasta did all the liquid go in? I think all the liquid did go in. And then because it was a little bit on the runny side, I just mixed some skim milk with a little bit of corn flour and just put it in. And it was really creamy. It was really nice. Everyone really enjoyed it. And even Ewan had someone who came home from work, I think. So all of it went. But yeah, really tasty. Really worth the calories. And did satisfy me. I think I had the caramel wafer more than anything, just as, you know, like a bit of a boredom snack later on. So yeah, anyway, I've been chatting for about 6 minutes about nothing. I'm sure you don't, it's just like me having a coffee break with somebody. Because I work from home and don't talk to anyone, I'm just like sitting on my own talking to you guys. Hope you don't mind. So I'm going to get on with my work now. It is a tough week work-wise. I'm finding it really hard going. I don't know why. I think I just don't feel like I've got a sense of purpose. I feel like what I'm doing isn't important, and I just don't feel like I'm making a difference. And I think I need to feel like I'm needed. Anyway, I shall catch you and have something to eat. I have got stuff in for breakfast because I've got bagels and muffins and porridge. So I've definitely got breakfast. I think I've got 1 carton of soup, so a couple of us have got lunch. But like I said, I'm going to have to try and think of what we're going to have for tea. It might have to be that I pop out somewhere after work to go and get some supplies or something. But I'll keep you posted. It's 11 o'clock and I'm having a bagel. So I've got a bagel with a little bit of low fat lighter on, which is just 5 grams, and some Philadelphia light and a couple of cherry tomatoes I've sliced up. So this is my breakfast. It's under 300 calories. I think it's 277 or thereabouts. But yeah, I'll catch you for lunch. Out with this one for a lovely walk. It's really warm. We haven't got coats on, just light jackets, and I'm baking in this cardigan. I read on the internet before we came out that it's supposed to be warmer than Corfu in the UK today. Not quite sure it's that hot, but certainly walking, I've got a bit of a sweat on. But look at the view. So we're down where I was a couple of weeks ago, where it was all frozen over on this canal, and now it's a beautiful day. So we're just getting our steps in, trying to walk a bit off before we have our lunch. So, and also nice to get away from the desk and have a bit of a break. So I shall catch you in a bit. So I'm back from my walk. I did get a bit of a sweat on. It's really warm out there. I had to take my cardigan off in the end. So yeah, it is quite warm. And I've just put some soup in. So it's a Mexican bean soup from Tesco, I think, which is under 200 calories for half the pot. And I can't remember till I scan it in. But Chloe also bought this round, so I've got a sushi from, is it Aldi?
Yeah.
So for a whole pot of this, it's 198 calories, so hopefully under 400 calories in total for my lunch. So I'm going to eat this while my soup's heating up, and then it's back to work. Here's the rest of my lunch. This is the mixed bean chilli soup from Tesco, and it's 128 calories for half of the pot. So in total, I think my dinner is something like 338 calories, so not too bad. 10 to 4, and I needed a bit of something to come off a call, and Chloe's made me a nice coffee that's got 112 mils of skim milk, and it's got a tablespoon of caramel drizzle in there. So I've counted the calories for that, and then Eddie put this on my desk, which is just half Whisper Gold. I would argue it's probably just under half, but I've still counted it as half in my app because I couldn't weigh it because he brought that up just as I was still finishing my meeting. So yes, here's my snack on my dirty desk that's now got bits of chocolate all over it. And I'll catch you later. Evening, it's 10 to 7. So I logged off on time, I logged off work on time, and then I did a blog post that I needed to get done. And then I've been sitting clearing emails because I'm really bad at deleting my emails. My Google account alone, I've got like 16,000 emails in. And I've been trying to whittle away at it and get it down. And I seem to delete them and they seem to come back. I deleted one company email and I've got 3 by the time I finished deleting all of the rest from the same company. So I'm trying to go through and unsubscribe, but it doesn't always work. So anyway, I've got them down to 8,000, so I'm really excited about that. But I really was just delaying the inevitable. I've been just putting off doing my workout because I just can't be arsed, if I'm honest. And I know I'll feel better for doing it after I've done it. I just cannot be arsed today. Obviously, I went out for my walk at lunchtime, closed all my rings already, but I really do need to still work out because obviously it helps to torch the calories for the rest of the evening. So we haven't got much food in, and my plan was also to try and go shopping or get some shopping in, but Eddie wants to have a takeaway. Tom, I don't know if Tom's that fussed on takeaway or not, but he just said he'll go with whatever. So originally I said, well, I'm not going to have one. I'm just going to have a ready meal that's in the freezer. But as the night progresses, the more I'm thinking that maybe I should just have one and be done with it. But then I'm trying not to. So I think, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I could still get one for them, and I could still just have my ready meal for myself. So Eddie just came down, so I've been trying to motivate myself to work out all this time. Finally came down to do it, and Eddie decided that that was the time he was going to empty the dishwasher. So I had to delay, and he's just left a couple of bits out, so I'm just going to put them away before I get started. So I think it's lower body workout for me today, so I'm going to get on with doing that. And then it's only half an hour, so I just need to get it done. So like I said, it's 10 to 7 now. So if I can blast through it, I'll be done by 20 past 7. What I think I find it annoying is that because of what time I finish work, because it's dark, by the time I get around to working out and finish working out and then do dinner, by the time I sit down, it's like 9, half 9, and then I can't do any crochet or knitting or any craft because it's just too late. So I'm finding that a little bit like I want to do something for myself. And I know the exercise is for myself, but it doesn't feel like it currently. It doesn't feel like the same as sitting crocheting. So anyway, I'm just going to get it done and I shall see you on the other side. So the exercise is done. I finished about 10 minutes ago. Just been replying to some messages I got whilst I was doing my exercise. I really had to force myself to do it, but I'm really glad I did it. I am tired now. It was a tough one. It was lower body, and I really did try and push myself as much as I possibly could. So yeah, tomorrow is supposed to be Pilates fix, but I'm going to skip that one and do something else instead, because that's the one that last week really triggered my hip off, and I don't really want that to happen again. So I'm going to look for a different alternative, or just shift my days around and then do something else. But I'm not going to go on the bike tonight. I'm going to go and get changed and decide on what I'm doing tea-wise, because I really don't want a takeaway, but I'm getting pressured into having one, and I don't even know what time Ewan's finishing work as to whether he wants anything or not. So I'm going to decide once I've had a bit of a relax, and then I really need to pop to Aldi or somewhere before it gets too late, because we haven't got much milk in and we haven't got an awful lot of anything else in to be able to eat tomorrow. So Ewan's off work tomorrow, which probably means it'll be posh pigs for lunch. But again, I don't really want to have it, and I didn't have it last week, but I've got no soup in or anything, so I just need to think about what I'm doing, and I shall let you know. So it's not all gone to plan. I went to pick Ewan up from work after I did my workout, and then I popped to Aldi just to get a few bits.
They're waiting for you to finish your DTS.
I keep getting abuse off my kids, but anyway, I picked Ewan up, went to Aldi, just got a few bits, just like coffee and milk and stuff, nothing major. And then, because tomorrow will be posh pigs for lunch, so I haven't bought anything in for lunch or anything. I did get some like reduced veg to make some soup out of at some point. So I got stuff in there, and then I come home and I was going to have, for a takeaway, a chicken gyros, because I knew they did like a salad. So you didn't even have to have the wrap with it or anything, although I was tempted to have the wrap because I've got over 1,000 calories left and I'm starving, because obviously I've exercised and I've not eaten very much today. So I was going to have a chicken gyros and stay healthy, but they closed. And then we looked at somewhere else and they're closed. So I asked the general consensus. I was going to have my ready meal, but Eddie's having none of it. He's like, no, just have something. So I've given in, and we're having fish and chips from the chippy. So Tom and I are having a fish each, and then we're just sharing some chips. So not ideal and not what I planned, but anyway, I'm going to eat it because I'm starving at this point. And like I say, I looked in Aldi, didn't have anything that was going to be any easier or any better really, so at this time of night. I have got some chicken for tomorrow's dinner. They had like a chicken breast. They had 2 chicken breasts with this, I can never pronounce it, Nadua sausage or whatever on it, and they were like reduced by 30%, I think. So I'll pick those up for tomorrow's dinner, and some little potatoes. So I've got dinner for tomorrow now, and obviously I've got porridge and stuff in and bagels for breakfast. So I've got stuff in for tomorrow. Just need to count my fish and chips. I'm not sure. I can track it. I know I can track it. I had fish and chips last week and I tracked it and I managed to still lose weight, and I know I can. It's just, I feel really bad because I'm trying to portray a healthy sort of like weight loss. and I don't want people to come at me because I'm eating like takeaways and things. But then my journey is supposed to be my journey, and it is supposed to be like real life, and I'm sure you guys will be the same, that you can't just eat like diet food when you're part of a family. So it's a bit of a quandary, but never mind. I'm going to eat it and enjoy it and just hope it doesn't affect my weight loss. I did step on the scales this morning, which I haven't been doing, and actually I had lost weight again this week. So obviously I don't officially get weight till next week, so it was all looking good for this morning. So I'll know straight away whether it scuppered me, but hopefully it won't. I'll try and show you my fish and chips, but I never know whether to show you or not, because it just feels like if you're here for weight loss and I'm showing you fish and chips, that's not the right thing to do. If I don't show you, it's because I just have a pang of guilt about it, but I might just show you. I'll see. If I see you in the next clip, then you know I've decided to show you, but if I don't, I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is Friday today. Woo! It's 11:10 and I've not picked up the camera yet. So this morning I got up, and because Ewan wasn't at work and I didn't have to dash anywhere, I dyed the old bonnet. So that's been done and ticked off the list. And then obviously it was time to log on, so I've been working since, and I've had a cup of coffee and a cup of tea, and that's all I've had today so far. Haven't had anything to eat. Now, I thought today was going to be a posh pigs day, but Ewan said he doesn't fancy it, so that's all good for me. I think I'm going to pop to Morrison's or Iceland at lunchtime, because I went to Aldi last night, but I didn't pick up anything for lunch, thinking that it would be a posh pigs day. So yeah, I've got to find something else. I did buy some reduced veg, so I could do some veg soup. I might do that for tomorrow. And yeah, try and have something healthy. So last night I didn't bother recording my tea because we had fish and chips, and I didn't want to trigger anyone that is trying to be good and watching me for inspiration, and then I'm having a big greasy takeaway. I did count all the calories, and I think it worked out that because I counted it as a large one, I think it classed as being, I think for the end of the day I was like 38 calories over. But obviously I don't count my exercise calories, and for the week as a whole I'm still in a big deficit because I've not had all my calories every other day. So it's all good, and obviously I'm trying to still retrain my brain into thinking that there isn't good and bad food, and that we should be able to eat in moderation what we want. So that's all good. I just don't want to film it and put it on here so that anyone who is trying to be really, really good, I don't want to trigger them into really fancying like something unhealthy. But yeah, that's all I had last night. Didn't have anything else. Did eat it, left a tiny bit, but ate most of it. Really enjoyed it, and today's a fresh day. So trying to be a bit healthy today. So because we're not having posh pigs, I don't know what I'm going to have, whether I'm going to just have soup or whether I'm going to have a salad or something. So yeah, I'll let you know when I have something. Like I said, I've not had any breakfast yet. I think I'm popping out at 12:30, so that's only like an hour and 20 minutes away. So I might not bother having anything else for like breakfast. I might just go and get a cup of soup or something just to tide me over now, so that it kind of keeps me going. But yeah, I'll keep you posted. So I've got a vegetable cup of soup. This is an M&S one with croutons. Eddie's made it for me, so I haven't checked the box yet and scanned it, but according to the app, this is, I think, 80 or 83 calories. So I've tracked this anyway, and then I'll double check it when I go downstairs next. Come out for a quick walk because it's actually sunny and blue skies at the minute, but there's some big clouds coming over, so might not be nice enough for a walk after work, so I thought I'd come out now. Been to Morrison's, picked up myself a salad and some ham, so I'll assemble that when I get home. But just enjoying a bit of fresh air, away from my desk, getting a few steps in. So I shall see you next when I'm getting my lunch out. I bought a meal deal for everybody else, so they've all got sandwiches and things, but I've just picked up a crunchy salad because that's what I fancied. Since it feels a bit more spring-like. I have actually got my coat on today, although yesterday I was too hot. But I'm walking at a more leisurely pace today. Yesterday, because I was walking with Kath, I was power walking here. Here with this little one, although she's about to do a wee, I'll turn away. So yeah, I took a little shot back there of the snowdrops and the crocuses that are coming through. So yeah, it just feels lovely today. Look at that sky. Come on, Lou, let's get home then. So for lunch, I've got a sweet and crispy salad. I've got some gammon ham off the deli counter, and I'm just boiling myself an egg to go on it. So it should be fairly low in calories. This whole pack is 98 calories. If it will focus, there you go. And obviously I'll weigh and measure my ham. So here's my lunch. This is 397 calories. I've got 90 grams of gammon ham, the sweet and crunchy salad, a hard-boiled egg and 50 grams of piccalilli. So I've got a little bit of ham out for Luna. This is like the fattier cuts that off my slices. And a cup of tea. Just suddenly thought that I'm getting packaged and it's 3:20, thinking, why am I so hungry? But it's because I bought a wholemeal soft pita to have in my salad and I didn't have it. So I partly put the bag away and I think Eddie must have put it in the cupboard and not told me. So I might go and toast that in a second and have that with something else on because, yeah, I got it just to make sure it filled me up. Anyway, just suddenly randomly came into my head. I'm busy working away and then I suddenly thought, God, I'm starting to get a bit hungry already. It's only like 3 hours since dinner or 2 hours or something. That's why. Just toasted my soft pita and I've got 10 grams of the marshmallow fluff on there, just for a little snack. And I've got another cup of tea on the go. So I shall catch you later. Evening, so I am making dinner. I have chosen tonight not to exercise. My legs are a little bit sore and I also wanted to do a few bits of business stuff like some designs. So I've sat down and done that for a little bit and then I've got dinner on. So we are having chicken that I bought reduced in Aldi last night. So this is, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's 2 Nduja style chicken breast fillets, British chicken breast fillets wrapped in bacon with a garlic butter sauce and sunbushed tomatoes. For half a pack, 316 calories. So it'll be 316 for the chicken. And then I've done rice with it and then I've done some veggies also that I've got reduced. So these were 30% off, I think. And then the veggies, it's just a carrot, broccoli and cauliflower mix. And I've just boiled it quickly and just stuck some sriracha primula in there. So hopefully it'll be all right, just because it'll just be plain rice otherwise. So I'm sure Tom will just have plain rice with his, but I fancied a bit of veg of mine, so that's what I'm having. It all looks, the veg looks a bit mushy to be honest, because the broccoli obviously goes to pieces. So I'm hoping it's all right. Right, my air fryer telling me it's ready, so I'm going to dish it out and I'll show it you. Here is my breakfast. It's 8:05 at night. It's definitely not my breakfast. This is my evening meal. So this is the chicken breast, which is this one. Again, just in case you've forgotten what happened 2 seconds ago for you. 150 grams of rice. And this is the veg that I've mixed in some sriracha primula with, just to make it a bit more interesting. It looks a little bit overcooked, some of these, but actually, you know, the bits that are overcooked, they taste very, very nice. So that's Eddie's, that's Tom's. Tom's got no veg. And that's Luna's over there. So yeah, this is my evening meal and I'm going to enjoy it. I've still got quite a lot of calories left, so might have something for pudding. I don't know what we've got, but I'll have a look if I need anything and I shall catch you later. Just editing this video and realised I hadn't closed it out. That was the last thing I had to eat that day and it's the end of the video. So the next one you'll see will be the weekend vlog after this. Still playing catch up. So this was the week of pancake day. And just to fill you in, obviously I had fish and chips, which I felt guilty about, which I shouldn't have felt guilty about. And then I had the weekend and then this last week and I had a weight loss. So it didn't affect my weight loss. I am tracking everything. Just wanted to explain that fully so that you know. But yeah, that's the end of this video. If you haven't subscribed already and you're liking the content, please consider subscribing. It really helps the channel. If you like the video, pop a like on it for me, and as always, comment down below, let me know how you're getting on, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye.